All right, everybody. Very warm welcome, those of you joining me today. Oh, something happened to my focus. So in today's practice, we will explore a simple idea with potentially deep results, powerful results. And it's based on a simple discovery that I made. And the discovery is like this, that it's not actually any kind of feeling that troubles us as much as it is resisting wanting to feel something. So there's this Indian actor who's kind of known for being, afraid of heights. And he was asked, how come you do your own stunts despite being afraid of heights? So his answer was very interesting. He said, yes, I'm afraid of heights, but I'm not afraid of feeling afraid. So the idea here is that the moment you can tell yourself the simple thing that I'm willing, I'm willing to feel however this feels. The moment you give yourself that permission, I'm willing to feel however this feels. Then what you've done is you have instantly removed resistance and imaginary fear or a tension or a holding back that, oh my God, I don't want to feel that. I don't want to feel that. Like, for example, you're going to have a difficult meeting where you know that people will have different opinions, different points of view. It will not be a very easy meeting. You know that's coming up. So now you can keep on getting stressed about it, or you can simply tell yourself, yeah, I'm willing to feel what that feels like. I'm willing to feel that tension. I'm willing to feel that tightness. I'm willing to feel it. And right away, you'll notice a big chunk of your suffering goes away because a big chunk of your resistance goes away. So the thing to understand here is that experiences don't cause suffering. They can sometimes be painful, of course, but experiences by themselves do not cause suffering. Resistance to experience causes suffering. So first, just understand what I'm saying, then we likely do it together. But just get the basics of what I'm saying. What I'm pointing out here is notice that it's not certain experiences you're afraid of. You're afraid of feeling a certain way. You're not wanting to feel a certain way. But sometimes it's inevitable. Sometimes you will, like, for example, sometimes you will be a little bored. Sometimes you will be a little sad. Sometimes you will be a little upset, a little irritated, whatever it is. So if you just say, you tell yourself, yeah, I'm willing to feel this. If that feeling comes up, I'm willing to feel it. Byron Katie, who I consider an important teacher for me, she says that you are already living the worst that can happen. You're already living the worst that can happen. Why? Because you're imagining it. It hasn't even happened yet, and you're imagining it. So you're already living the worst that can happen. So now let's do the practice. I think I've explained it enough. Let's do the practice. So it goes like this. Let's think of something in your life that causes some stress. Maybe it's a family situation. Maybe it's a health situation. Maybe it's a work situation or a lack of work situation. Think of something. Just think of any one thing that causes some stress. Doesn't have to be the most stressful thing in your life. It can also be that. But why not start with something simple, something small? Like, for example, somebody feels they need to clean up their house, clean up their room. That causes some stress. Oh, a lot to be done. That's just an example. You can think of anything. So think of something in your life that causes some stress. And now tell yourself, I'm willing to feel what that feels like. I'm willing to feel those feelings. And just take a deeper breath. For more emphasis, 3 times. If you can say it aloud, if you're in a place where it's okay to say it aloud, say it aloud. Otherwise, say it mentally. Feel it as you say it. I'm willing to feel what this feels like. I'm willing to feel what this feels like. हिंदी में कहेंगे, मैं अपने आप को इसे महसूस करने की अनुमति देता हूँ. I'm willing to feel what this feels like. Notice what happens in you. Chances are you feel a little bit lighter. Chances are you feel a little bit more settled. So now, whenever any kind of stress comes up around the situation, you just use the same sentence. I'm willing to feel what this feels like. I'm willing. It may not always feel the best. We're not trying to fool ourselves. Yeah, it might be difficult. Maybe there's a difficult conversation you have to have with one of your children, or with your partner, or with one of your parents, or with your landlord, or with your boss. Maybe you have to tell someone in your team that, yeah, looks like it's not working out. They'll have to leave. These are not fun conversations to have. But instead of getting stressed about it, you just tell yourself, I'm willing to feel what this feels like. मैं अपने आप को इसे महसूस करने की अनुमति देता हूँ, देती हूँ. And in my experience, it not only reduces your extra stress, which comes from imagining what will happen then. When the actual situation comes, you'll find you're actually more present. You're actually more open. You're actually more receptive. You're actually more tuned in. You have more compassion for yourself and for the others. So, like this, you can even tackle some more challenging things. You can tackle difficult family problems. You can tackle difficult things like upcoming surgeries. upcoming dentist appointments. You can tackle difficult things like fear of old age and actually even fear of death. I allow myself to feel however that feels. I'm willing to feel however that feels. Some people don't have important conversations with their partners, with their children, with their bosses, with their teams, because they're so afraid of feeling what it's going to make them feel like. But sometimes just going through that, whatever, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, a difficult conversation. And yes, it'll not feel great. It'll feel tense. But the result of that will be so much of freedom, so much of clarity. The other side of that, there's such a lot of freedom. There's a nice saying that the foolish person keeps doing the easy thing and their life becomes difficult. The wise person does what is difficult and their life becomes easy. So remember this simple statement, the simple idea that I'm willing to feel how that feels. I'm willing to feel how this feels, how it feels now, and however it would feel in the future. I'm willing to feel that. I allow myself to feel that. मैं अपने आप को इसे महसूस करने की अनुभव करने की अनुमति देता हूँ, देती हूँ. Our feelings don't want to be fixed, they want to be felt. Our feelings don't want to be healed, they want to be held. Fully feeling whatever we are feeling is truly healing. What you resist will persist. What you welcome is never a problem. Can you see how powerful this simple idea is? I give myself permission. I'm willing to feel how that feels. So let's take up a little harder, heavier topic now, whatever it is. What are some of the bigger challenges of your life? Bigger fears of your life, bigger addictions of your life, bigger phobias of your life. Some people get afraid of this. Oh no, no. If I think I'll attract it. That's not how it works. Anything you do consciously is never a problem. So don't have that misunderstanding. You're subconsciously thinking about it all the time anyway. So don't fool yourself. So if there is such a challenge in your life right now, bring it to your awareness. And tell yourself, I'm willing to feel how this feels. I allow myself to feel how this feels. मैं अपने आप को इसे महसूस करने की अनुमति देता हूं, देती हूं. And then allow yourself to feel into that, whatever it is. Is it a fear of losing something? Is it a fear of having some kind of overwhelming experience? Is it a fear of missing out, emptiness? Is it a sense that you're not fulfilling whatever your idea is you should be fulfilling in this life? Could be anything. So apply this in your life, apply it at work, apply it at home, apply it with small things and big things, apply it before difficult conversations and during difficult conversations. Usually we are not reacting to what the other person is saying. We are reacting to how we are afraid of feeling, what we don't want to feel. They're saying certain things that are triggering certain unpleasant feelings. And we are reacting at them because we think they are causing these feelings and we don't want to feel these feelings. But what happens when you say, yeah, I'm willing to feel this? Now, suddenly we don't have to fight so much anymore. It's okay. मैं अपने आप को इसे महसूस करने की, अनुभव करने की अनुमति देता हूँ, देती हूँ. I give myself full permission to experience this, to feel this, to go through this. I allow this to go through me. I am the sky. All of this is weather. These feelings are like passing clouds. The sky gives permission for clouds to pass through. Sky is not afraid. These clouds will damage me. So you also give permission. You also be willing. You'll discover a tremendous, tremendous lightness, a freedom, a strength, a clarity, which actually was always there. It was just getting covered up with conscious or unconscious resistance, tightness, pushing and pulling. This applies not only to unpleasant experiences, even to pleasant experiences. Many of us don't allow ourselves to feel joy, to feel pleasure, to feel happiness, to smile, to receive appreciation. So allow yourself. I'm willing to feel what this feels like, even with the so-called positive things. So-called, I say so-called because we don't really know what's positive, what's negative. It's our imagination. But every experience, can you allow yourself to fully feel what it feels like? And you're discovering a very deep secret of what it means to live well, what it means to live well. Just keep this idea in mind, this principle in mind, this sentence in mind. Write it down if you need to. And practice it several times so it becomes available to you. I'm willing to feel what this feels like. Be it pleasant, be it unpleasant, be it neutral. So thank you for joining today. And whenever I'm available, I offer these sessions at 9:32 p.m. India time. And if I'm not live by 9:35, then that day nothing's happening. So please join whenever you like.